And good morning and welcome to this, a couple of 5-minute morning miner. It's Thursday, the 19th of May. It's all looking pretty horrid out there. People are hiding behind the sofa. They don't want to play in this market. But Paul, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Did you get rained on this morning? Did you try to ride in?
I did cycle in, but I cycled in so damn early I didn't get wet. I beat the rain.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm told, I'm obviously hard at work, I'm told the rain was sort of orange rain because there's a load of sand in it. Is that right, Paul?
That I don't know. It doesn't look very sandy out where I'm at here, so can't say on that one.
Well, you can tell there's not a lot of news because we're busy talking about the weather. Anyway, look, markets are horrible, falling out of bed. No one really gives a damn at the moment. They just want to hide. What do you got for us this morning, Paul?
Well, we've got Adeline Mining's Q1 results here, and what really reflects here is inflationary cost pressures with quite an impact on their results here. Production was just off a little bit in Q1 to 11,461 tons, about 1,500 tons lower than what it had been at Q1 a year ago. And that was due to a transport strike affecting current results where they had actually chosen to shut their plant down early in order to do some routine maintenance in any event while that was going on. But the higher copper prices essentially were much better, but they didn't entirely offset the increase in costs here. We had cash costs come in at $3.33 a pound, which was much higher than the $2.18 a pound back in Q4 and the $2.04 back in Q1 a year ago. And as a result, the all-in sustaining costs as well really well up here at $3.59 a pound versus $2.48 in the last quarter. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not they can recover some of these cost pressures here going forward. They did grow their cash position up to 87 million euros. So it isn't like they're going to run out of cash anytime soon. And copper production guidance has remained that they'll produce at least 54,000 tons this year.
Yeah, for those that don't know, it's the Spanish copper producer. I mean, I think there's an interesting point here. I mean, we're seeing such massive inflation coming through everywhere. The consumer actually is just going to stop buying. And I would be very cautious of any commodity that's had a really good run, because if the consumer starts buying, commodity prices will come off sharply. And of course, that'll reset everything and make everyone feel a bit happier. But just watch it. There could be a nasty facing the mining sector there. Probably worth mentioning, I think Horizonte broke ground today, Paul.
Yes, they did have their official groundbreaking ceremony for the Araguaia nickel laterite project to begin its construction there in Brazil. They have essentially already put in the lead orders for about half or 50% of the capex required for the project. So this is just a formal recognition for all the dignitaries and so forth and local community to gather in order to acknowledge what is a really significant investment to be made in this province in Brazil.
So you're saying it's just a big party excuse? Well, it's always good to have an excuse for a party. All right, what else you got, Paul?
Well, we also had the first announcement out on Wednesday that the graphite miner Mineral Commodities and Mitsubishi Chemical have come to an arrangement to advance early entry into the European battery anode sector here. That will be to combine with MRC's natural graphite resources, which includes a graphite deposit in Norway, with Mitsubishi Chemical's anode technology to see whether they can grab some market share here in the battery space.
Fair enough. Also, just worth mentioning that next week at the big Mellow event, which is attended by a lot of high net worth investors, real high net worth investors, they have to pay to go in, quite a lot of money as well. So, but Godolphin Exploration, a corporate client of ours that has exploration licenses down in Cornwall, will be presenting. We obviously think it's very interesting. If you are going to Mellow by any chance, you listen to this, do go and listen to their story. I think you'll find it compelling. Anything else, Paul?
Yes, and speaking of Cornwall, we had a report out yesterday from PTTMA, which is the number one global tin producer in the world, and they had about an 8% fall in the quarterly tin output that they had reported. So that is essentially supportive news for the floor pricing for higher tin prices for all aspiring miners like those in Cornwall, that these prices will stay high for some time.
It does look like the tin price could go up to 100,000, which would be amazing. Also, there was an article out I saw on Reuters the other day, which is that the US defense industry wants more investment into UK and Australian critical metals, which again points to Cornwall. And we do know actually that the Pentagon have been visiting Cornwall and looking at various mines down there. There is a lot of interest from North America in what's going on down there. Paul, we'll call it a day there. We'll speak tomorrow. It'll be the end of the week tomorrow. Maybe we'll have something, but I think we'll all be relieved to get to the end of the week.
Yep, I think so. Just so we can get some stabilized markets, I think would be nice.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.